It has been a beautiful weekend all around.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's one of those weekends that you just want to spend outside.
Yes, and Dana and I went up to St. Albans. We went up to camp a couple
Yes.
days ago, and the leaves up there were gorgeous.
I think it really puts the leaves in southern Maine to shame.
A little bit, yeah. There's more trees up there.
That is true.
Yeah.
You do see more trees, but I mean, even though the foliage hasn't been fantastic this year because of the drought, there was still plenty to see, plenty to do. We had a great time.
We did have a good time.
But we have some changes coming up in our forecast. So we had a nice weekend to enjoy. Our high temperatures for today got to above average, got to a high of 68 in Freiburg, 65 in Lewiston, a high of 66 in Augusta, a high of 62 today in Portland. So here is our next rainmaker. Right now bringing precipitation to the Great Lakes and areas of the Ohio River Valley. And this system is going to slowly make its way towards us here in Maine, bringing one of the 2 chances of rain that we have for the week. So what can you expect for the week ahead? This is what we're going to talk about. We have 2 rounds of rain, the one that we just saw on the satellite and radar imagery, and another one we'll talk about. Generally an unsettled pattern for the week ahead, and then average to below average temperatures, and we'll talk about that in the 7-day forecast. So overnight tonight, we're going to start to increase our cloud cover. We have that onshore flow, likely some fog, especially in areas of western Maine and in those river valleys. And then the clouds continue to increase and the rain arrives by the morning. So we'll start out with some light showers in areas of western Maine between 9 and 10 in the morning. And then the heaviest rain will move into areas of western Maine at about noon to 1 p.m. You could even see an isolated rumble of thunder, especially in western Maine as this front comes through. So it's going to be fairly isolated. When you have the front moving through, you'll have some heavy rain, but once it passes, you're not going to really see any more precipitation. So about 1 p.m., areas right along the New Hampshire border. By about 4 p.m., bringing rain and some storm activity to areas, say, Augusta and Wiscasset. About 7 p.m., Bangor and down to the Bar Harbor area. And then between midnight or so, areas of far northern and far down East Maine. And then we start to clear out during the day. Tuesday, best chance of sun will be closer to the coast. Could see a couple more showers in the northern half of the state. And then right behind this system, we have another area of low pressure that will roll in, giving us a second chance for rain, and that will come in on Wednesday. And the Wednesday storm does look to bring some more substantial rain than the rain that comes in for the day tomorrow. So we'll see that system here. You can see it will last a little bit longer. So Wednesday, looks like it'll be raining more the whole day rather than the system for tomorrow where it'll be raining just as that front comes through. A chance of an isolated shower in the mountains on Thursday, but then we start to get drier for the second half of the week. So how much rain are we going to end up getting here? For both systems, could get to about an inch, even an inch and a half. It won't completely reverse the drought, but it's certainly going to help. Marine forecast sees 2 to 3 feet, small craft advisory. So for the 7-day forecast, tomorrow we have that front coming through. It'll be a little bit gusty. Could see a couple rumbles of thunder in western Maine especially. And that front will come through during the middle of the day. Then we start to clear things out on Tuesday, ending up with some more sunshine, especially in southern Maine. But quickly followed by our second rainmaker of the week, Wednesday. Looks like it'll be raining for most, if not all of the day on Wednesday. So Sam, we do have a few rounds of rain, which should really help the drought conditions. Unfortunately, it won't reverse it entirely, but we're certainly going in the right direction there.
All right. Thanks for tracking it all, Dana.